Once upon a time, in the deep blue sea, there was a whale who sang off-key. I'm talking really off-key, like nails on a chalkboard off-key. And this whale wasn't just any whale. He was Wally the whale, the most enthusiastic singer in the whole wide ocean. But unfortunately, he was also the worst singer in the whole wide ocean. Every morning when the sun peeked over the coral heads, Wally would burst out of the water and belt out his favorite song, "Wake up, you sleepy heads, it's time to start your day." And all the fish in the sea would hide in the seaweed, shiver and shake their fins. Even the crabs pinched their ears and the lobsters hid in their shells. Only the seagulls seemed to like his singing, or at least they pretended to. They'd swoop down from the sky, pretend to be listening intently to Wally's song, and then they'd fly back up to the surface and scream at the top of their lungs, "Good morning, Wally, you big huge whale." Of course, Wally took this as a compliment and would keep on singing even louder. One day, Wally the whale was singing his usual song, "Wake up, you sleepy heads," when suddenly the ocean floor rumbled. The coral shook and the water started boiling. Out from the distance came an underwater volcano that was making its way to the reef. Now, normally, the sea creatures didn't worry about these underwater volcanoes because they only happened once every 1,000 years. But this one was different. It was huge, like the size of a mountain made entirely out of hot lava and rocks, and it was heading straight for their reef. As the underwater volcano approached, all the sea creatures panicked and started running. "Quick, everyone, let's get out of here before it's too late," shouted the pufferfish as he blew himself up to twice his size. But the more the sea creatures tried to escape, the more the underwater volcano seemed to follow them. "I don't want to be a grilled fish," cried the clownfish, hiding under a rock. "Me neither," said the seahorse, wrapping himself around a piece of coral. "It's too late," said a grumpy old crab. "We're gonna be volcano sashimi." As the underwater volcano loomed closer and closer, all hope seemed to be lost until Wally the whale had an idea. He took a deep breath, braced himself, and started singing the loudest he ever had before. "Wake up, you sleepyheads! It's time to start your day!" At first, the sea creatures were too scared to listen, but as Wally kept on singing, they slowly started to calm down. "Maybe if we work together, we can move this underwater volcano," suggested the pufferfish. "Like how?" asked the clownfish. "I don't know," said the pufferfish, "but we have to try something." And so all the sea creatures joined in with Wally and started singing the loudest they ever had. "Wake up, you sleepy heads! It's time to start your day!" Together, their voices echoed throughout the ocean, shaking the very core of the underwater volcano. As the volcano started to slow down, the sea creatures kept on singing until finally the rumbling stopped and the water started to clear. When everything was quiet, all the sea creatures looked over to see the underwater volcano. It had stopped moving and was now a safe distance away from the reef. "We did it!" cheered the clownfish, hugging a nearby seahorse. "We moved the underwater volcano," said the pufferfish with a big smile on his face. All the sea creatures started celebrating with a big coral reef party. They danced and they sang and they even invited the seagulls to join in on the fun. And although Wally the whale didn't have the best singing voice in the whole wide ocean, he was their hero. After all, he was the one who had the biggest heart and the loudest voice of them all. Thank you for coming along on this adventure with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, little one.